Biden administration restores aid to Palestinians, reversing Trump policy.
Here's a summary of the article.
Biden administration restores aid to Palestinians, reversing Trump policy. Biden transition updates. The acting U.S. ambassador to the UN announced a renewed commitment to the two-state solution for the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, and a resumption of U.S. contact with Palestinian leaders. Just 6 days after taking office, the Biden administration took a sharp turn in U.S. policy in the Middle East, announcing it will resume contact with Palestinian leaders and restore U.S. contributions to the UN agency which provides aid to Palestinians. The Trump administration closed the Washington, D.C. office of the Palestine Liberation Organization, halted contributions to the UN Relief and Works Agency, which provides aid to Palestinian refugees and their descendants, moved the U.S. Embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, recognizing the city as Israel's capital, recognized Israeli sovereignty over the occupied Golan Heights, and presented a peace proposal which left all Israeli West Bank settlements in place. Mills reiterated what had been long-standing U.S. policy before the Trump administration, calling on both sides to avoid unilateral actions that harm efforts to reach a peace agreement: annexation of territory, settlement activity, demolitions, incitement to violence, and providing compensation for individuals imprisoned for acts of terrorism. Palestinians had seen that as a betrayal of Arab pledges to make peace with Israel only after the Palestinians made peace. President Biden has been a strong supporter of Israel throughout his career and has known Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for decades, though relations between the two have at times been strained. With Biden in the country, Netanyahu's government announced an increase in settlement construction, which Biden took as a personal insult.
This post received a score of 42,000, with an upvote ratio of 81%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
After seeing someone like Trump in the White House ruining shit, it's become abundantly clear to me that shit like this should be decided and appropriated by Congress, not left up to one man.
There's too much gridlock in the Senate to deal with all foreign policy decisions. It seems like only one bill with meaningful legislation gets passed a term, if at all.
Let's make it a repeal of Citizens United. That's a good start.
How do you get corrupt politicians to overturn a Supreme Court decision that ensures corruption, though?
Bypass Congress and go to the local level, then state, then call for a convention. A lot of American politicians are bought for cheap, but at the local level, where the representatives are far more likely to be regular folk themselves, you've got a shot. Your three branches of power has devolved to a pissing match of entitled toddlers, and nothing will get done if you just keep waiting on them.
You ever been to Cincinnati?
There are always stupid people, idiotic people, and general pricks that ruin it for everyone. It's such a sad truth about us as a species, huh? But hey, it's just one, of probably a few, cases where they failed the people. It isn't the norm, so keep trying. If it does become the norm, then good luck. Lol.
Yup, the human race just kinda sucks, collectively. Individuals are amazing though, and helped form some of my most precious memories.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. KMIB.
Reading through a lot of these comments, and the first thing that's very clear, I don't think most people here actually understand the conflict in the Middle East or how the conflict even began and why it continues. Another thing that's very evident, is that I'm like 99% sure majority of people here have never actually been there nor understand how Middle Eastern politics operate. They're just regurgitating talking points of American media. Everyone, relax. I honestly am very lost on the whole conflict. Do you have any resources that you'd recommend looking at to help me understand the situation a bit better? Finding an unbiased version is the difficult part.
You don't have to find an unbiased account. Just find reliable accounts and critically analyze them for yourself.
How can you support Palestinians without denouncing the settlements?
Same way we support Taiwan while tiptoeing around semantics to avoid pissing off China.
American foreign policy since the end of the Cold War be like.
Lol, end of the Cold War.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.